Well, maybe I shouldn't have hosted. Oh, by the way, we're live.
Oh, like everyone could hear us?
Yes.
Oh, yay! Okay,
yay.
hold on, wait.
And with that, because of technical difficulties, stream is over. Thank you all for coming, and we will catch you all next time.
Yay! Okay, now
That
we're
is a
live
big
on
cheese.
YM2.
That is a really big cheese.
You don't like how big it is?
I like how big it is. That is going to properly reflect how big the cheese is going to be on my end. But thanks to Twitch for making shared chat very unintuitive. We're currently trying to set that up.
Hold on, let me send it to you.
Okay, let me...
In this, here's a link if it doesn't come through on...
Skill
Let me
issue.
put this on... That's a skill issue on Twitch's part. Don't you dare try to skill issue that on me. That ain't
No,
me.
it's Twitch.
Raz got it. Thanks, Raz. You'll have to teach me your ways later.
I will attempt to. Okay,
Attempt.
did
Okay,
I-
there was an attempt. We got I got a notification on my own dashboard. You're invited to join Nestlin228 on stream. Wow! I get to join myself on stream? This is wonderful. I'm beside
Yay.
myself even.
It's perfect. Okay, so I think it's working. I think there's both
Wonderful.
in here. And I don't know where my bot is, so...
You have a bot? I specifically turned off my bot for collabs.
No, that's fair. I have a bot. Well, I'm supposed to have a Go Live bot, but it hates
Fair.
saying stuff.
Welcome
So-
in, Merry Mentis. It is cheese time, but before we get too
Cheese
far
time.
into it, it is time for introductions just in case people don't know us. Are you ready for introductions?
I'm ready. Do
That
you want
makes
to go
one
first?
of us. I am not ready. I'll go first because I'm not ready. I'm just gonna get it out of the way. Ladies
good.
and gentlemen, welcome to Cheese. Before you can see Cheese, unless you're on my screen, in which the cheese has not yet been revealed. But the Cheese collab is a collaboration between at least one person where we eat cheese and yap, and that's it. That's the stream. That's all. So today, I am joined by a very nice guest, a repeat guest even. This is Rosaldia. She is soft-spoken and very nice. The complete opposite of me, who is very loud-spoken and very Nice, France.
Well, thank you for having me again.
We are going to cheese like crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun. If you guys don't know me, my name's Rosaldia.
I just introduced you!
I'm a marionette. I like
Marionette?
farming.
I'd rather marry a person, but okay. I get the bonk for that. That's fine.
Perfect. But welcome in, guys. I hope you're having a lovely Saturday. Thank you, Ness, for waking up early to come.
Oh yeah, it's
out.
8 a.m. over here.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, I woke up at 6. I got a full 8 hours of sleep, no hangover. I can't say the same about tomorrow, but today, we're doing good.
Oh, hell yeah. Love it. Love it. So, what, can you tell me, wait, how many, so are you revealing the cheese yet,
Oh.
or should we save that?
I'm gonna reveal the cheese right now if you're ready.
Okay, yeah, I'm ready.
Wait,
I'm
Have
ready.
we
you
have a
heard the
joke.
news?
Oh, it's the
A cheese warehouse
joke.
in France exploded.
It's got the text-to-speech
It was a
on my
real
end.
monster of an
I love
explosion.
it.
Real monster of
There was
explosion.
debris everywhere.
Debris everywhere.
The rats have already built a rock
fort
while officials are struggling with cleanup and not having a good
time.
I love it.
That is the
I
traditional cheese collab, cheese joke TM. I actually forgot about that. You got me. Well,
I love it.
we are beyond the introductory phase. You failed the QTE of introducing me, so we're gonna move right on to the cheese. Now that no one knows where I am, but before I forget,
My little
Why are-
cousin said that learning math is
all
hard.
these text-to-speech.
When I asked him why, he said it's because
just love
15
it.
plus
They love
15 is
text-to-speech.
30, but 16 plus 16 is 32.
Core with the joke. Core always bombards me with text-to-speech jokes. It's wonderful. And now you are
I
getting
love
the,
it.
from your end, probably not text-to-speech jokes. But this is fine.
That's fine. We can read. We
I'm
can
going
read
to
in chat.
cheese you before I forget, so Core doesn't get on my case. You have been cheesed. How do you feel?
Cheesy.
Understandable. Have a great day. Today, the cheese we are unveiling is in this box that I have unveiled. I'm doing hand cam on my end, by the way. If you want hand cam and cheese, come to my end of the stream. Don't worry, you can multi-stream drift. Twitch allows you to watch multiple streamers at once. It's great. I have you on first monitor. How do you feel about being first monitor content?
Great, because you're also on my first monitor.
Don't say that! Now I'm gonna get nervous! I'm second monitor content at best! What are you doing? No! Put me on second monitor now! Put me where I belong! That looks like a can, not cheese. The cheese is in the can! I'm getting there! Ness, remember the cheese? Yes! You bullied me into remembering the cheese. So this is a continuation of the 4th of July cheese collab. What I have in front of me is a box, a tin, that is full of cheese among sausage and jelly. But that's fine. I opened the box. And contained is... This is the Tritera Asiago Parmesan. That's not what we're having today. What are we having today? The smoked Gouda, we had that last time. The Bourbon Gouda, we had that last time. Where did I put it? The Charo Gouda. I'm gonna grab every cheese before we grab the cheese that I'm doing. Just kidding, this is it. The 8-year aged cheddar.
Let's go.
Is what I saved for this. We also have the sausage and the jelly. And I once again don't have a knife. Well, not a knife for... Well, I do have a knife, just in case. Let me put all this cheese back. We have so much cheese.
Hello! Hello!
Oh,
We're
hi,
cheesing
man.
it.
Are you cheesing it, son? We are cheesing it hardcore today. We have so much cheese. Welcome in, Yanato. What cheese do you have?
So I was going to say, I was going to ask you how many years is your aged cheddar, because I have a 10-year aged Cabot.
I'm getting one up before we even begin. Okay.
I'm sorry. but I think yours is fancier than Cabot. No offense to Cabot, but...
Is it because it came in a cardboard box and not a... I mean, within the cardboard...
I mean, it came in a tin, technically.
Yes. This is a continuation of my Cheese Bros 250th Anniversary of America cheese tin. This limited edition box. We pull out the cheese. It is a square! It is not a circle of cheese. This cheese
Were
looks
the other
good.
circles?
Yeah, the others were, like, not necessarily cheese wheels, but I could bite into them, like I'm gonna bite into this one. Let's see. With its rich blend of nutty and tangy flavors, this fine cheese provides the adage that wisdom comes with age. That is not true. I am old, TM, and I am very dumb.
No. You've gained wisdom over the years. Surely.
Correction! I gained IQ. That is the stat in Earthbound that makes my PSI stronger.
Well, there you go.
Also, what are you having to drink?
Okay, so I have a confession.
Okay.
I know that we said that we were going to drink Pinot Grigio.
And
last night I went out to dinner and I drank too much, so I'm having coffee instead. I'm sorry.
Sweet, I can do that. I got coffee right here. Let's go.
Okay. Okay. I mean, you could drink the Pinot Grigio. You can have a sip of the Pinot Grigio if you want with the cheese. Oh, that comes
later. I have coffee.
Okay. I was going to say, I was like, I am not going to do the wine today, but...
So, we both had maybe too much to drink yesterday.
Yeah.
But I continue to drink, and you call it quits. We are not the same, but objectively you're making the better decision. You and I, we come from separate worlds. I also got crackers. I have the same crackers as last time. I
have crackers too, but mine are...
Do you have sausage?
I don't have sausage.
Unfortunate, but it's fine.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
You have the better spread there, but I think also your crackers hold up a little bit better. Mine are kind of flimsy.
Well, so. Yeah, I can hold the crackers like this. I can hold them up. I can even hold them down. Yo, is that a foot on the bottle? Yes, this is the really cheap barefoot wine that they sell at grocery stores here. Okay, well, time to feet in this stream is 13 minutes. Not the slowest, not the fastest. Understandable, have a great day. Before we continue, Raz, do you have feet?
I do have feet.
There you go, lads. We got them.
I do have feet.
Congratulations.
I can't make adult Lunchables. No.
Adult Lunchables.
So true. I don't
It's
have any
fine.
meat to make the adult Lunchable.
All right. Well, let me open this cheese. I'm hungry. I
Yeah.
didn't eat breakfast. This is all I got. Wait, I don't need the knife portion for this packaging. I can use the seatbelt cutter of this knife. I got one of those knives that has, like, not necessarily Swiss Army capability, but...
Yeah.
Okay, this seatbelt cutter is not going to save any lives anytime soon. But hey, okay. Have you already eaten your cheese yet?
No.
All
no,
right, are you
I've
ready
been-
to eat your cheese?
I'm ready.
Wonderful. On a count of 3, are you ready?
I'm ready.
3, let's go.
Okay.
That's pretty good. It's kind of sour. Mine's kind of sour, but
Mm-hmm.
I definitely taste the cheddar. Holy bite.
That was a big bite. Sure.
I'm sampling the cheese, of course. I want some cheese. Get over here. We got cheese for everybody. You should get some cheese now and live your best life so you can be cheesy in this Blue Trap bubble.
So how would you rate the super aged cheddar?
Honestly, I'm trying to find the right words for this.
Mm-hmm.
It tastes like the regular non-aged cheddar that I'm used
Yeah.
to getting sometimes, but
Yeah.
it's saltier, slimier.
Uh-huh.
It tastes like right after PE class and you walk into the locker room like 5 minutes later than all the other guys walked in and they're all like in the middle of sweaty undressing and stuff, and it's like, just
Yeah.
imagine that when you walk in you could get slammed with that atmosphere.
Yeah.
I can't say it's pleasant, but I can say it is quite cheesy. I'm
feel you.
locked in. We're
Okay.
gonna be eating this.
Yeah. Loved it.
It tastes like cheese. My partner gets mad at me if I steal the cheese. That sounds like a skill issue on their part. Just tell them to stop having such easily stealable cheese. Excuse me. How's your cheese?
It's good. It's the kind of the same.
It's not Gouda, it's
less-
cheddar.
Yeah, it's cheddar. It's cheddar. Same way. It's very sharp, and like you said, the sour
Don't
taste.
don't cut yourself on the sharp cheddar, please.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta keep safe.
Hey, 35th Street. Nice.
Turkey, hello. So I don't know. Like I usually like cheddar. I don't know if I would do the super aged one. Is how I'm feeling. Like I know there's like 2-year aged, which might be less of the sour. Which I think if I was gonna just like consume a cheese,
Are
I
you
would go for something a little bit less aged.
Are you insinuating that the sourness of a cheese based on its age is like a bell curve? There comes a certain age where it reaches peak sour and then it tapers off?
I think so. I think that's what happens.
All right, we need that World War I 100 years aged cheddar cheese MRE.
Oh no.
Ah, my cracker broke. Oh no.
No, not the broken cracker.
Anyway,
Also, my cheese is really crumbly. Yours seems to be holding together better.
yeah, it must be the extra 2 years.
It must be.
All right, up next is the sandwich test. I'm going to take a piece of this salami, take a piece of the cheese, maybe put a little jelly on it, and see how it goes.
What kind of jelly is it?
Good question. Riveter raspberry jalapeno.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's exotic. This stuff is, it's pretty good though. It's like really good jelly. I'm telling you. This 250th America anniversary Cheese Bros tin. Honestly, I'm still deciding if it was worth the price. For the stream content it gives and the cheese, it's worth the price. But if you were getting this for yourself, maybe not quite worth the price. Now, Raz, since you weren't, I don't think you were here for the last cheese collab.
No.
How
I think I joined late.
How expensive do you think this entire tin was? Where
Okay, how many cheeses came in it?
Okay, so this is all the contents of the tin. You get some packaged sausage, the 8-year-aged cheddar cheese. You get this little jar of that jelly.
Yeah.
It comes with another block of apple wood smoked jalapeno habanero chipotle Gouda.
Okay.
It comes with classic Wisconsin cheese smoked Gouda. It comes with an Italian-style cheese Tre Terra inspired by Asiago and Parmesan, a custom mix.
All right.
It comes with this Bourbon Gouda. I'm just gonna simplify it to that. This one's really good.
Okay.
And last but not least, it also comes with a Gruyere Parmesan that I'm gonna assume is really good, but I'm saving this for my next cheese collab.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it comes with this cloth flag thing that says Cheese Brothers on it. And the limited edition America's 250th anniversary tin. All this together, the price is right. How much do you think it costs without going over?
I'm gonna say that it cost $120.
You went over. It's actually $100. Plus shipping is about $120, so I'll give you that.
Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking, like, I tallied up the cheeses, and I was like, okay.
She was right, though, yes. You
really expensive. Like nice cheeses are, like, at least $10 a pop. Plus the tin. Plus the meat. You know, all the other things. So.
Now,
those are all fancy cheeses.
They are fancy cheeses. Now, Cord brought up a very good point. For my next cheese collab, you better have a grater thyme and some pasta. Funny you should mention that. Just saying. You should stay tuned for future cheese collabs. Me and a friend have some very silly ideas in mind.
I love it.
You don't even know what it is.
No, but I love it already. I'm excited.
Now, Raz, you once mentioned that a pitfall of streaming is that if there is a stream that you want to watch, but it co-interferes with your own schedule, deciding whether or not to cancel the stream to watch that stream is a mood.
Yeah.
I also saw on your pre-stream what you have your schedule as your offline wallpaper on Twitch, which I think is pretty good.
Yeah.
I should do that, but the problem is I don't have a solid schedule.
Yeah, it only works if you don't try and change it all the time.
See, here's the thing. I do maintain a somewhat consistent schedule, but it is just inconsistent enough to not warrant having a, hey, I am streaming on this day every week. Mine's like, oh yeah, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Sometimes I take a stream off. Sometimes I stream on Thursday. Occasional weekend stream here and there. There's too much entropy in my life. It becomes inconsistent after half a bottle of Malort. I don't mean to brag or anything, but I don't need no Malort to stay inconsistent. Just saying.
We were just talking about Malort. I had never heard of Malort. And the Cozy Co. friends brought it up. I don't remember why. And then we got into this whole discussion about like what Malort is, the Malort lore.
Malort is an experience. It has lore to it. Would you like to know the experience and lore, or would you like to go out and get yourself a bottle and try it before getting spoiled?
I'm not gonna try it, so I would love to hear the lore.
You know what? We have turned into a Malort collab. Here we go. So, even though my bottle's empty and I will not be wait! There's still a drop. I know what I must do.
I'm sure that Micey was in some way responsible for bringing it up. So she didn't bring it up, but did she continue it? For sure. 100% right.
My mouth is now fulfilled with the Malort taste of Malort. It's like drinking an old sweaty sock. False! Eating this cheese is like eating an old sweaty sock, but that's besides the point. Malort was invented in Chicago in the Prohibition era around 1928 and advertised as a medicine with medicinal properties that also just so happened to be 35% ABV. I mean, alcohol does cleanse. We know this, right? It is brewed with wormwood.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
The taste? Let me tell you the story of my first Malort experience. One of my friends in a server he's in, we were in a group VC, and he recommended Malort as a joke. Because anecdotally, Malort is known as the worst liquor in America.
Yeah. That's what I've heard.
I went in expecting that. And when I took my first sip, I want you to optionally close your eyes, but imagine you're in an old town and you walk up to a dilapidated vinyl record store. You put your hand on the door handle and you open the door. And before the little door thing on the top can even ring, you are immediately blasted by a thick coat of cardboard vinyl dust. You look inside the record store. The lights are barely working. The sample vinyl record player is all wobbly and warped, and only half of one speaker still kinda crackles to sample any records you'd like. The entire store is caked in a very thick layer of dust, and the shopkeeper may as well come from like at least 3 Deltarune characters combined. That is what Malort tastes like. It's very bitter, but it has a vintage undertone. Now, the sheer irony is that after a few sips, it grew on me. And now I can confidently say Malort is one of my favorite drinks, which in a sheer twist of irony was not supposed to happen. The guy recommended the drink to me as a joke just to get me to try it and lament how terrible it is and that I wasted money on this awful beverage. Joke's on him. It turned into one of my favorites. Regular or barrel aged? I don't know. I would assume this is regular. I'd like barrel aged, but they don't sell that. That'd be really cool to get some barrel aged Malort. Holy moly.
That's incredible.
Right, I still have to try my cracker, sausage, and cheese test. Let me go ahead and do that. 1 second. Okay. Well, I think I'm basically too big in the butt. I can't really explain what I'm going through right now. However, he gives me the snub. And it comes to these crackers. It's really raw.
It's really dry.
This is extremely dry. I took way too big of a bite. Oh my god.
Ness is fighting for his life right now. All of the moisture in his mouth is being sucked out because of his dry cracker.
It's dry? Everything about this is dry. Holy shit.
Owl on YouTube says, I believe the cheese took over him.
Basically. Wait. I still have this Pinot Grigio wine. By the way, everybody watching on YouTube, I can't see your comment. Wait! I'm gonna open up another YouTube tab. Let's go. I will be able to see your comments. This is fine. I just gotta type in Razaldia. There we go. And I'm just gonna go to your place and pop out. Easy.
Yep.
Bam. I can now see your comments. Very cool. Excellent. I win.
Also, Ray says that the barrel-aged variant of Malort is on their website. So I guess if you buy it directly from Malort. But I don't know how shipping works across... Because Malort,
expensive.
It must only be produced in, like... Chicago.
Yeah, it's a Chicago native thing.
Yeah.
By the way, for everyone watching on Raz's side, I'm doing hand cam on my stream. If you want to come see all the shenanigans that I've laid out.
Yeah, you can actually see the cheese and witness. I mean,
and witness me fighting for my life.
Yeah, the way that he put that cheese together, I don't like you guys who weren't there didn't see it. He layered the cracker on top of the block of cheese instead of cutting a slice off, and then put the sausage on top of that, which is probably why he was fighting for his life.
Decisions were made, but the end result was still able to provide scientific results. There we go. For science. We do it for science.
For science.
Also for science. The Pinot Grigio. I've been meaning to try this. It is okay. You don't have to drink for this stream. I'm gonna try a little bit. I'm just gonna
try a taste.
Yeah, I'm gonna try a little bit. 1 second. There we go. A little bit.
A little bit.
Ooh! Tastes like New Year's.
New Year's.
So, when I was younger, my parents were celebrating New Year's. And I got to stay up. Because as a little kid, you're not allowed to stay up to midnight. Except for New Year's. So, I remember my mom and my dad, they poured some drink that I explicitly wasn't allowed to have, but they wouldn't explain why I could have it, why I couldn't have it. They just said, no, you can't have it. I'm like, But they didn't explain why. So while they weren't looking...
Of course.
Of course. I did grab my mom's drink, and I'm just like, whoop! Eh. It tastes like New Year's.
Yeah, okay. She was having the Pinot.
The Pinot, according to the bottle, tastes like pear with citrus, and that is a very accurate description. It tastes like lemonade, but poorly made, and you replace the lemon with pear. Let me explain what I mean by that. Some people's idea of lemonade is to chop up a lemon and then just put it in a jug full of ice water. And I'm like, no. Because that's lemon water. This is pear water that fermented into alcohol. So it pairs with Yes. 7 hours of pregame. Oh, right. Core mentioned in chat, karaoke night is tonight. If you would like to sing really loudly and or get drunk really loudly and or just be in the presence of people that are of that variety with no pressure, feel free to join my Discord. It's a funny time. Oh, one thing that I don't know how to communicate this, and since you're really good at communicating ideas, maybe you could help me with this, Raz. A lot of people, they come to my karaoke night, but they just want to hang out and they don't want to sing. How do I explain that that is perfectly okay and at least 3 other people have done that? Because they feel guilty. There's like, how do I make them not feel guilty? Or explain to them that you don't have to feel guilty for just hanging out?
But they want to like listen and chat, right?
They want to listen and chat, hang out in the atmosphere, but for whatever reason, they don't want to sing. And I try to tell them, yeah, that's fine, go ahead. But they still feel guilty. I don't know, maybe I feel like I could come off as more welcoming, but at the same time, it's hard to do that with the overall, we are very drunk and loud vibe that happens.
I mean, I would just be like, hey, we're having a karaoke night. Karaoke, very much optional. And then be like, hopefully they understand, like, yeah, it's a karaoke night, but like, you don't have to sing. You can just come and hang out.
It's very... Core said it pretty good. Core comes to almost all of them. It's a karaoke vibe night, not mandatory. We get all kinds of songs. We got Meeker coming in with his screaming metal. We got me coming in with moon runes in Japanese. We got May coming in with top hits of the mid-2010s.
Yeah.
What kind of songs would you sing?
My taste is really weirdly eclectic, so songs that I would actually sing, like, would be maybe some older Vocaloid songs, or indie folk, or a little bit of like Yorushika or more like modern J-pop. perhaps, but yeah, I don't know. My taste goes all over, so
That sounds good.
It kind of depends. Yeah.
When it comes to almost all of them, why would you lie like that? Mainly because the ones you do show up, you manage to show up before I get too drunk to remember anything. So, in my mind, it's all like, oh yeah, you were there. I was too drunk to remember this one, but you were probably at that one too.
Perfect.
Raz's taste is 1 hour of Senbon Zakura. That song is so hard to both sing and play.
So we did, I think it was for the UCOT. So on Irium, there's no auto copyright strike system on Irium.
Because there's no VOD saving?
Because there's no VOD saving.
I cry.
Yeah, it's kind of the sad bit. But for one of the last Irium events that we did, it was a Yukata illustration event. And so I was like, I love Senbon Zakura. The last 30 minutes to an hour of stream on the very last night, which is when the points start going crazy, I was like, we're gonna sing Senbon Zakura, and you can spend points to have me speed up or slow down the song, and we just put it on repeat. And sang it for 30 minutes. It was kind of crazy.
I did speed up exactly twice in karaoke nights where I said, all right, we're doing this song, but on the YouTube speed, set it to 2 times speed. And you'll see me fighting for my life. Another fun one to do is after I am well beyond drunk is to pull up Eminem's Rap God and see how far I can do it. And allegedly I can handle it. I don't know because I've never recorded myself drunk singing Rap God. But I throw in some anime songs sometimes, yeah. Raz's 1 hour of Senbon Zakura versus Ness's Complexity of Light. See, here's the thing. 1 hour of Senbon Zakura is twice as long as the Complexity of Light. However, the Complexity of Light is a very powerful dynamic roller coaster trip. Raz, have you heard me do the Complexity of Light? I have a cover of it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I did a cover of it for fun.
Is it up on your YouTube?
It is. I don't recommend listening to the cover before you hear me do it live in person.
Okay.
I won't do it on stream because it is 33 minutes long and it is, I get very loud. I've done it on stream before though.
I wanted to yap about, we were chatting before we started and I wanted to hear all about Ness's Offkai plans.
I can't reach that low without revealing myself. Give me a second. What I have here, that I've kept here since last year. A silly idea from last year, contained within this cardboard sign that I'm holding. I brought some cardboard, I brought a Sharpie, I have a trifold that says free VTuber meet and greet. Parentheses, it's me. Parentheses, I'm the VTuber. I set this up on a table. I put in front of me a few simple party or board games. And at an empty table with chairs. And I wait. Great things happen.
I love it. That's so blessed.
I will be doing that this year. I'll also be busking with my flute and trumpet. But because I'm too lazy to make another sign, and by too lazy, I mean I don't know what I want to put on another sign that would convey what I want to say, I'm just going to use this sign. You're going to see me with a flute and or trumpet with this free VTuber meet and greet sign behind me, just playing music. And if you come up with me, spoilers for Offkai, if you come up to me while I'm playing, you can do one of 3 things. 1, you can listen. 2, you can scan my QR code and request a song. Or 3, you can say, hey, can you teach me how to play? And I will grab the spare instrument and teach you how to play either flute or trumpet. Yes, I bought a spare flute and a spare trumpet that I plan on using.
Love it.
So if you ever wanted to learn how to play flute or learn how to play trumpet, I got you, fam. I even ordered a bunch of disinfectant wipes so multiple people can try. For free, by the way.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
This is to make up for the fact that I was dying last year at Offkai, literally. I will not be dying this year. I will do everything I can to not be dying this year, as I am eating cheese plain with sausage and drinking alcohol at 8 a.m. and still trying to convince people that I'm not getting food poisoning.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, the thing that's giving everyone food poisoning right now is like lettuce, so you're staying away from that.
I try to eat healthy and I make my own salads.
Oh.
Including artichoke hearts, not lettuce, but I chop them up so it's like lettuce. Does that count? Do I win?
That's better because lettuce is the thing that's most likely to actually give you any kind of food poisoning. So if you're avoiding lettuce, then...
All right, note to self: avoid lettuce.
Avoid lettuce.
More like don't let us.
For real though.
I'm in the mood for more cheese.
So are you doing your free meet and greet all 3 days of
all 3 days? Even after the con, I'm just gonna be outside of the con venue with the sign playing my music unless me and my roommate go out to dinner, which we probably will. It's gonna be fantastic. I am going to make it a good time, and it is going to be a good time. And if it's not a good time, I'm gonna cry.
No, don't cry.
I cry all the time, it's fine.
Do you have any big events that you want to go to at Offkai, or we just here for the vibes, we chillin'?
I am the big event.
Good.
Okay, so the concert at Offkai, this may come as a shock to some of you, but I am deliberately not going unless they ultimately let people in the door, like just without the app. Because apparently you need
an app.
You need to RSVP on an app just to come to a free concert. No other convention does this. And I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah, that's why. What are they? I mean, that's.
Now, here's the thing. Because I know most people are going to be at that concert during concert hours, those are going to be peak meet and greet hours. I am going to set up my panel so hard. And my goals for Offkai this year: make at least one friend and teach at least one person how to play one of the instruments. Those are 2 of my goals.
Those sound like great goals.
The problem is, flute and trumpet are not exactly the easiest instruments to just pick up and play. But I'll figure it out.
No, I mean, I think flute is easier than trumpet, as long as you can get someone to like do the embouchure correctly. But I think
the embouchure would be hard to teach. I have my flute right here, by the way. This is the plastic flute I will be bringing to Offkai. I have a spare cheap metal one that I will be letting them use. But the way you make a sound on a flute isn't necessarily intuitive, because blowing across the lip hole a certain way, it takes some finagling. I know it took me a while to get it right at first, but fortunately, simple songs are on the flute relatively easy to do. We don't have to stop at Hot Cross Buns. We can do the My Heart Will Go On by Titanic just fine.
Perfect.
So those are some things. I find it really wild that I was able to just pick up the flute, and because I stuck with it, I can now play at a, I would say, comfortable level. Not a great level, but a good enough level to be confident enough to make someone's day at a convention. Just busking for free. And I've only been playing for 7 months. Before, at SakuraCon, I had only played for 4 months up until then, and a huge confidence boost was when somebody came up to me after the con. He recognized me and said, "Yo, you were that flute player on Saturday, you're so good!" And I'm all like, "Oh, thanks, man, I've only been playing for 4 months, so that means a lot." And he's like, 4 months? What do you mean 4 months?
That's amazing. That's so hype.
I think
that's what happens when you stick with stuff. I think as an adult too, you're a little bit more likely to like commit to something. I think a lot of people, like when they're a kid, their parents are like, "You have to practice," and they're like, "I do not want to. I'm not gonna do that."
Freaking Core with his Everclear. I think Everclear is dangerous for me. I've deliberately avoided Everclear because it's way too strong for a lightweight like me. I am tiny. I am very small. Quick, Raz, pop quiz. How many pineapples tall am I?
Ooh, pineapple's tall.
This was a quiz question. The answer is out there. Core is not an alcoholic, I promise.
Okay, wait, Core, don't... Everclear is not...
Everclear is a bit...
We can get into that at a different point. I don't really know how tall a pineapple is. Are you like 8 pineapples tall? Is that way too short?
Yo, 8 pineapples tall is massive. I'm glad you think that I am of that height. Yo, 8 pineapples tall would be the Willem Dafoe meme where he's like staring straight up. Like, yikes. So I will now reveal to you the lore of the pineapple as a height measurement. At the very, very first Offkai, a bunch of Phase Connect fans got together and stacked a bunch of pineapples next to the Tenma standee, saying Tenma is 4 pineapples tall. Tenma is 140 centimeters, so 4 pineapples to 140 centimeters. That is the conversion rate. Because of that, I am 5.07 pineapples tall. Do what you want with that information.
Love it. Where did they get the pineapples, though?
Good question.
You just had 4 pineapples kicking around?
See, here's the thing. Scholars and archaeologists and historians have been debating that for years. Where did King Arthur and his men get the coconuts from? They found them, yes, but where? How did they get coconuts? It's entirely possible that coconuts could migrate, but only if they were strapped to a certain swallow. Now, whether or not it was an African or European swallow is still under much debate, especially given the different weight ratios between the two and how strong of a swallow it would have to be to migrate that coconut.
It's true. That's what I've heard.
I'm hoping at least one person gets that. I'm gonna take another terrible cheese bite of this. Here we go. Oh.
Fighting for his life again.
You'd think I'd learn from the first time. Or misheard the entire etymology of the pineapple. It's unfortunate. The whole point of Tenma being there is that Tenma is 4 pineapples tall. Like, you got this. I believe in you. We're doxing heights out here. Now, if you had a pineapple, Raz, how would you use it?
Find a pineapple? I mean, I guess I would eat it.
You just take a bite out of a raw pineapple with the skin and everything? And people judge me for what I'm doing. Yeesh.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I did see a video of a dude doing just that the other day. He was like, new way to cut a pineapple, and they just took a bite. And I was like, well,
how?
That's one way to go.
Like, I feel like that would break your teeth.
Yeah, I mean, it might have been a really overripe pineapple, to be fair.
Okay, fair.
But yeah.
Oh god, this is so dry. This is so dry! This is my breakfast, actually, by the way. This is all I've had to eat today so far.
It's not the worst breakfast food.
Which begs the question, what is the worst breakfast food?
The worst breakfast food?
Start naming some of the worst possible breakfast foods. I'll start.
Gruel?
Define gruel. What do you mean by gruel?
Gruel is like thin porridge, I think. Like really lame thin porridge.
Century egg? Okay, Core is going all in. Oh my god.
Core is going all in.
I was thinking the thing that makes my parents shudder every time I bring it up. The college counter pizza. The pizza that was left on the counter overnight and you just eat it for breakfast.
That's not so bad.
Until you realize it's been out there for a week.
Okay, that's not good.
It's okay, I'm still alive, it's fine. Those British beans? I never understood what the hate is with British beans. I have unironically put beans on toast. I had to eat it with a fork, but it wasn't that bad. Like, then again, I eat MREs, so maybe I'm not the best person to talk about that kind of thing.
I don't think there's anything wrong with beans on toast. It's just kind of a why, though?
At some point, I just stopped asking why, and I just roll with it. British beans are different from American baked beans. Oh! Okay. Now I just lost my entire argument, because I've never had British beans. Where can one obtain British beans in America? Because the obvious answer to that question would be, oh, you obtain them from Britland, obviously, because they're British beans. Like, no, I mean, I'm not going to Britland just for beans. Pfft. Unless
it's your time.
my time to go to Britland. No, I don't want to go to Britland.
Just for the beans.
Even though the weather in Britland is apparently the same as the weather here. So, see, if someone from Britland can bring you beans to Offkai, Offkai does get a lot of international visitors, which I think is pretty great. Look for a specific can of Heinz beans. They literally sell it as British recipe. Good point. Next time I'm out grocery shopping, I'll see. Now that I bring up grocery shopping, Raz, I need to confirm with you. Well, first of all, Raz, not to get too personal or anything, but do you do your grocery shopping yourself? Like, do you go into the grocery store, or do you, like, get it online or have someone else do it?
These days, I get it online.
Lucky.
When I used to live in the city, I lived, like, 2 minutes from a grocery store, and then I would go myself. But nice. Now I live in the woods, so I get it delivered.
You really are the in a woods comfy cottage VTuber. We did it. We did it. The cottage is real. Can we get much higher? Well, what I was gonna go into, but can't now, but I'll just go into myself. I wanted to confirm that at least one other person has what I would call the... There's no way to put this nicely. I'm just gonna lay it out. Whenever I go to a grocery store, at least once a month, I know my shopping list, I know where everything is at in the store, and I've internally mapped out the quickest route to get all the things that I want from the store, right? The problem is, the aisles are not the widest, and I live in America. There are times when a rather large individual is completely blocking the aisle, and I have to go around. There, that's the nicest I can put it. And it is for this reason that I'm like, all right, the obesity problem actually needs to do something about, because this is now affecting my life directly. You're making me go around, because they are so fat they cannot move out of the way. They literally cannot. They are blocking the aisle. I have to go around or wait for them to move so I can get it and then have to go around anyways, because they are blocking the whole aisle. Even if they rotate or try to like squeeze. Ugh. So my question was gonna be, do you have that problem in your area? But since you don't go grocery shopping.
Not so much. It's more actually the carts are more a problem than people, I would say. When I was in the city, our aisles were very small because it was like real estate's at a premium, and you couldn't really fit 2 carts through an aisle. So if someone had a cart and you were trying to go like the opposite way with the cart, it wouldn't work out.
Dang.
Yeah, so it's kind of a similar problem as far as like just there's not enough space for 2 people, or like, again, like if the carts are wide, so similar vibe. But I mean, part of it, I guess, at least in the US, is that like it's actually really expensive to buy fresh food.
It is.
And like healthy food. Like it's much cheaper to buy super processed food with a lot of sodium
Speaking of processed food with sodium, the price of MREs went up and I'm sad. It's now $90 for a 24-pack and no longer $80.
That's
Still
weird.
more cost effective, but it's pre-processed super sodium food that is the most calories for your buck. Just saying. I can't say it's healthy, and I can't endorse it, but it is definitely a cost-effective option. Just saying. Don't live off of MREs, please.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
It's not a good idea, but counterpoint, I'm not dead yet.
Well, that's true. That's true. But yeah, I think the U.S. just needs to make healthy food more accessible.
Profitable. The instant they make healthy food profitable, only then will it take off. Until then, yeah. Now, earlier you mentioned shopping carts, so now I have to ask the real question. Are you the kind of person that returns your shopping cart to the shopping cart return area when no one's looking?
Yeah.
Thank you. I knew you were a civilized human being.
Otherwise, like, where else am I gonna put it? Just leave it?
Yes.
That's like, yeah, but like it's in my way, it's in everybody's way. It's like
You
just
leave it
takes
in a
2
spot
seconds.
that is not in your way as you're pulling out.
Yeah, no, I just put it back. It takes 2 seconds.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna freaking say it. I think that people that don't return their shopping carts are uncivilized brutes. I think less of you if you do not return the shopping cart. Simple as. I can say that from the First Amendment. Which brings me back to the America cheese tin that I'm eating from. Thanks, America. Oh no, Raz, I'm starting to get tipsy at 8 in the morning. Oh, it's almost 9 in the morning now. That's not as bad.
It's not as bad. we're almost to 9.
By the way, how long were you thinking of streaming? Because I can go the full whatever. If you want to, whatever.
I don't know. We can see where we go.
Sweet.
Like,
because I still have more things to talk about.
yeah. I didn't have a cap on it per se.
Well, I have a cap on the wine. If I uncap the wine, bad things will happen.
That's true. Yeah, we should keep the wine.
Keep the wine capped. But some of the other things I want to talk about, I mentioned to you about Tabletop Simulator and doing a collab like that. And I've been amassing a bunch of games that I'm like interested in playing. Other than the one game that is your favorite game that is an extremely heavy hobbyist game,
Yeah.
do you have any other games that you would like to share with me on tabletop?
I don't play that many board games. I do like Small World. Small World or Small Worlds? It's pretty fun.
I've never even heard of that one. What kind of game is it?
Small World. Small World single board game? Yeah. It's... How to explain it? It's kind of like... It's a territory conquering game, but you have a bunch of fantasy. It's basically you have a bunch of like fantasy races, and then there's like you can have different attributes assigned to them, and you have an empire. So you start with like one race. You'll have like hill trolls or something, and so they get like bonuses for taking over certain hills or things. And then there's always a point at which it's profitable for you to like end your one empire and then start a new one. And so your whole goal is to like take over the whole map, I guess, but you have to strategically plan like how long do you keep your current fantasy empire going before you swap and like get bonuses for doing that. So it's very fun. It's very chill. Much chiller than Kingdom Death Monster.
You know
Also
what's
much
funny
cozier.
about chill board games? I looked into the Stardew Valley board game.
Mm-hmm.
And Stardew Valley, I need not explain it. So to give the gist, it is a very comfy, cozy, chill game. You're farming, you're having fun in the town, you're doing quests on your own time. The Stardew Valley board game is a very heavy, complex, punishing experience. Like, it is very high pressure. You're getting raided. Let's go. Welcome in,
Let's
Lamp
go.
Devil. Yo!
Woohoo!
We're eating cheese. I guess
Welcome
reintroductions are in order. Would you like to introduce me to your new friend?
Yes, I will. Welcome in, Lamp Devil. I hope you're having a lovely time. You were playing Picross, but welcome in. We are doing a cheese collab with my friend Ness, who plays the trumpet and the flute, and he's going to Offkai, and he sometimes gets loud, and he loves doing karaoke. Sometimes. You're not always loud.
What do you mean not always loud?
You are not always. Oh, I'd shout at you. No, I did the wrong thing.
Hey, now they know who I am. Great. I'm doing hand cam on my end if you want to see the cheese and me drinking wine at 9 a.m.
I wanted to know what a cheese collab is. Cheese collab is basically we pick a cheese and we eat a similar kind of cheese. In this case, we're eating aged cheddar, and then we yap about random stuff. We were just talking about board games.
We eat cheese, we yap. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the stream. Feel free to join in on the yaps. It is a very nice time.
Yes, if you need to raid and run though, Lamp Devil, thank you for coming by. We super appreciate it, but feel free if you have your own cheese to go eat or you need to rest.
Also, Lamp Devil, thanks for the follow. In many ways similar to a library book, I will check you out later. No guarantee of returns. See, here's the thing. If you check out a library book, but then you, like, go out of state, will they track you down?
I don't, like, if you, like, owe money. I don't know.
No.
Also, Lamp Devil, go digest your cheese. Please enjoy. Yeah, I don't think they generally, like...
I'm about to get that vintage copy of Green Eggs and Ham and just not return it. There was a movie where that was a subplot. What movie was that? Miss Doubtfire? I don't know. Dang, they just won't let you rent again? Fair. But if I never go to that library again, it's like... Okay, hear me out. This is gonna sound chaotic evil, but just hear me out. This goes back to the shopping cart theory of consequences based on actions. If you knew for an absolute fact, like you could see the future, a restaurant you are about to... Listen, I'm chaotic neutral, not chaotic evil, okay? You knew for an absolute fact the very next day a restaurant would go out of business. Would you, on the day before, go to that restaurant and dine and dash, i.e. get your food and then leave before the bill comes? Out of principle, it really depends. I want to say no, just in case, and out of principle, but see, here's the thing. If you know... Cheese, thanks for the text-to-speech, Taters, welcome in. It's a lot easier to say no in that situation. Personally, I don't think I would. Just out of principle. I would feel super guilty, and that would stick with me for the rest of my life. One of my favorite memes, actually, it's just a silly throwaway meme of, like, a cartoon caterpillar. And it says, "Cool bug facts! One day, you will have to answer for your actions, and God may not be so merciful." So
all I can say is I have, when we used to live in the city, my husband and I did go out to eat, like, at least like once a week, because we used to live in a downtown area where we could walk to restaurants.
Supporting local business, I dig it.
Yes, at least twice we saw people. It was usually what happened would be two people would be on a first date.
Nice.
The first date would go bad. The woman would leave because, like, the dude was, I don't know, whatever. We would never, like, catch what happened to make the date devolve, but one of the two people would leave, and then the other person would be ticked off, and they just would dine and dash. They would just not pay their bill.
Dang.
And Razbin and I paid for those bills twice.
Nice.
Where we would just cover, because we felt bad because our server, it's not their fault that these people, like, had a bad date and decided to peace.
Server? I hardly know her.
So,
sorry, reflex.
No, it's all good. But like that's the only reason. I don't know that I would care so much. Maybe this is mercenary of me. I don't know that I would care so much about the restaurant being paid, but I would feel more bad about the server who doesn't make like minimum wage being paid.
Fair.
So I would feel like maybe if I would Dine and Dash, I would still tip my server. But I don't, yeah, technically. Every time that's happened, it's less that I'm like, oh, the restaurant needs to recoup the funds on this, and more that I was like, man, this poor server carried this food to these people.
This poor server. You don't need to bring their financial status into this again. You've already established that.
But yeah, so I think that's why I wouldn't Dine and Dash, but I would maybe take the glassware though.
Okay, now you're living in 3026. That's
Like,
some next level stuff.
If they have nice glassware and I knew I could see the future and I knew they were going out of business, I might swipe the glassware.
For those who don't know, I may not look like it, but I am of Asian ethnicity. I was raised by Asian parent, and I have learned the ways of restaurant kleptomancy, is what I call it. You will never have to ever buy napkins, ketchup, or any condiments ever. Because restaurant provides it for free, it's ours. Forks, knives, salt, pepper, shakers, you get it. I don't know what restaurant my parents' salt and pepper shakers came from, but...
But some restaurant.
They look vintage, so I'm sure the statute of limitations is well past.
Yeah. Probably.
It is what
That's
it
funny.
is. I try to not be chaotic evil, but sometimes, sometimes it's just a deal that's too good to pass.
Things happen.
Believe it or not, there's a local board game store in the town next to mine, and I decided last week
nice.
to give it a shot. They have just arrive and play board games on Monday evenings. And I went, I'm all like, okay, cool, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see what it's like. I'm getting into board games, I'm gonna see what it's like. I like it. Because I felt at the table, everybody was just as awkward as I am, and I'm all like, this is wonderful.
Yay!
So, I will say, unfortunately, half the people, I'm just gonna say this as plain as I can. I only say it's unfortunate, but it's a natural consequence of their generation. Half the people at the table look to be high school or very young adult age.
Yeah.
And as a direct consequence of that, they were always on their phone. They were always having analysis paralysis. And I'm all like, you know what? I give it a pass. It is not my game night, not my store, not my game. It's whatever. However, what I did do, I did introduce them to my methods of getting over analysis paralysis. One of them being my favorite is a dice. Because the way I feel analysis paralysis happens when you're faced with so many options that all look equally good based on your current knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, any of those options is valid. But because you can't decide because you don't know what's the optimal one, let fate decide. Roll the Rick Astley never gonna give you up Rick Roll D20 that I am holding on screen on hand cam. If you're on Raz's screen, you're missing it.
It's so good.
It said never give you up, never gonna let you down, with the Rick Astley doing the Rick Astley pose as the nat 20.
That's amazing.
So
That's
this is my decision D20. When I ever need to roll something to decide something, I whip this out. You know what? Let's do it. Raz, pick a number between 1 and 20.
Okay. Should I say it?
Yes, please.
17.
17. It's a 3, which is 3 less than 20. So you opposite win. Congratulations.
Hooray!
I failed the roll, but you got it.
Yeah, I think it's tough. I don't know. I feel very lucky that, like, I think Ness and I are very similar in age, that we grew up in a time where we did have technology, so we're capable of using it, but we got used to interacting with people in real life.
Are you?
Which I think is an
That is
important
the
skill.
biggest compliment I've ever received. Holy crap. Well, maybe not the biggest, but wow. Saying that I can actually interact with people. That's wild. Yo.
You can though. You went to a board game night and like.
Well, yes. I was really awkward, but I was still. I'm the same everywhere I go. Holy crap.
Some people, know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Some people can't even do that. You know, it's like really hard. Because again, I just don't think I think the phones make it hard. I think the phones make being a kid hard in many ways.
Yeah. I cannot blame them.
I'm happy that we didn't have like bullying on social media being a thing, right?
That's actually what got me off social media. It's all like, you want the bullying to stop? Yo, there's the power button. Why are you there? One of the biggest life lessons that I taught myself, and I'm sure there are counter arguments against this, but it works for me, so do what you want with this information. There is no reason for you to linger in a place where you are clearly not wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't want you there, unless it's literally your job, why are you there? And if it is your job, sounds like a good excuse to slack off at work while looking for another job.
Yeah.
That's my 100%. Perspective.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think I think the cottagers know I work at a university, so
you do?
I do.
This is news to me.
Oh yeah,
I thought you were a farmer. I hardly know her.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You had to find out this way. I work at a university, and I don't work with kids that often, but I do have like coworkers who have like student interns a lot, and it's hard on them. I can tell it's like they have a hard time talking to people, and I'm like, no, this is the key time to learn how to talk to people. It just gets harder from here. This is the time.
The way I see it, I am using up a lot of my it is what it is, but when I take a step back and analyze the bigger picture, when the kids are on their phones, I can't blame them for that. The phones and the stuff on the phones were literally designed to keep them addicted. It's
Yep.
Late, but spite is a reason to stay in places where you're not wanted. Not really. Yo, I used to do that. The cheese looks so scrumptious. Thanks for reminding me. I'm going to continue eating the cheese. Raz, have you eaten all of your cheese yet?
No, I don't know if I'm gonna finish this block. It's a lot.
Well, we get to enjoy cheese. By the way, Briar Bright Soul, the cheese today is aged cheddar. I have an 8 years aged cheddar. Raz is eating a 10 years aged cheddar.
We found out it's very sharp.
Yeah, don't cut yourself on it.
Yeah, that's what we've learned. But welcome in, Briar. Hope you're doing amazing.
Right, before I take a bite, I'm overdue for a Bezos break. What that means is that I'm about to run 3 ads on my channel, which sucks. So I encourage everybody who's tuned into my hand cam to go to Raz's stream. Let me do a... Bam! Everybody go to Raz's stream where you won't get ads, because you're about to get ads on my stream. I'm gonna click the button. What this does is this removes ads for an hour after the ads are done playing. So go ahead and watch Raz. She's doing the exact same thing. This is a cheat that I discovered where you won't be missing any content. You can still keep up with the interaction, conversation, whatnot. I'm about to run the ads, so I will catch you all in 0 minutes, because hopefully you're all at Raz's stream by now. All right, Raz, for the next 3 minutes, say things that people are gonna want to pay to hear. Oh yeah, I still have coffee. Let me drink that. Wait, oh no, I need to turn on your audio on my screen. Uh-oh, where is it? Oh no, they can't hear you on my end because it was... Oh, there it is. Say things.
Hooray!
Yay, we're back. Okay. That is the one little thing I forgot to enable on the BRB scene, to enable the call audio. It's good. We're good. They can hear you now.
We're ready.
All you VOD watchers missed was talking about drinking coffee.
Yeah, we just said, have some coffee. What else? Oh, Ness, you might have a good idea for this. So, Offkai,
Yep.
Irium has a big booth,
Yes,
right?
they do.
Irium paid a lot of money for their booth. They have a giant screen.
Yep.
And they're doing on the hour. They're doing this rock paper scissors tournament, but
Ooh,
it only lasts like 15 minutes or
I
whatever.
am terrible at rock paper scissors.
Apparently, I don't know how the tournament. They haven't given us details on the tournament, but I think you can win. They're giving out a bunch of happy coats that are Irium branded, and I think participating in the tournament. I don't know if winning gets you the coat, but I think participating in the tournaments like gets you a chance or something. But in between all of the rock paper scissors tournaments on the hour, they're going to be showing streams that are on Irium that are live at the time. So then we were trying to figure out a way to be interactive on stream on Irium because they have these rock paper scissors emotes. So we were like, what could we do if people like spammed rock emotes? So we thought of carnival games because obviously Offkai is like circus themed this year. And we were like, we could do spamming rock emotes, breaks a pinata, and then like Raz pops out of the pinata. Someone said it should be a bottle game where you spam rocks and then you like hit the bottle or a dunk tank. Are there any other carnival games you can think of that would involve throwing something?
Throwing something? Well, you said throwing something, so that threw me for a loop. Because what I had in mind before you said throwing something was my pop-up pirate game where you stick swords into a barrel with a pirate. And
that could be good with the scissors gift, though.
yeah, I have the Holsho Marine pop-up pirate that I'm going to be using for my panel. Last year, I just got a cheap Amazon one that I used. Ooh, Whack-A-Mole, that's a good suggestion.
Whack-A-Mole is good.
The most rigged one is the ring toss, where you toss a ring over a glass bottle, and if it lands win the bottle, you win. But that one is, like, just not possible. By the way, we're back. The ads are over, so if you want hand cam, feel free to return. Otherwise, enjoy the giant cheese on the table.
The giant cheese.
The giant cheese is on the table. Very nice.
They put out the rules, but it's a little confusing. Did they? I haven't read the rules. Okay, wait. Let me go find them.
Raz, you skipped the tutorial. No! I can't believe you've done this.
I know.
Right. I need to stuff my face with this thing. You'd think I'd learned from the first 2 times that I did this. So I'm gonna take a smaller bite and see how it goes.
Knock down the bottle pyramid. Oh yeah, there's the bottle pyramid one too. We could do that with, because here's the thing. On Irium, I can't show, I'm limited on what I can show on screen, but we can make use of, they have a chibi function, so you can toggle between 2 models, technically. So there's fun ways to like have something visually pop up. What are they saying for this thing? Every match you win is 1 raffle entry. But what about the people who are in person, though? That's where I'm confused.
Is there a link that I could just follow for all this info? Because the more shenanigans I can get up to at Offkai, the wilder I can be. I'm letting myself loose at Offkai. I'm gonna make up for last year where I was dying and physically couldn't do much. This year I'm taking active measures to not be dying. Today's an exception. I'm probably dying today, but that's besides the point.
I just posted in our chat. Actually, I can post it here too for everybody. This is Offkai's, this is like the Offkai page for all of Irium for their like huge booth. So they're doing a stamp rally.
Oh, stamp
which
quest.
I don't think they haven't fully.
It's my stamp quest.
They haven't really like outlined it yet, but I believe it's like you get stamps for participating in the rock paper scissors tournament. I believe you get a stamp for talking to one of the roaming robots. So I'm gonna be one of the roaming robots on Sunday. I think there was at least one other one, and I guess you can get the happy coat, and then there's also like a tenugui, like the towels that you can get. They also have streamer pins. There's like there's gacha machines that are like, I guess you can do 1 spin a day for free.
Nice.
They also have a little like what are those called? Enma, like the little like shrine boards, the wish boards.
Oh, what are those? You could make a prayer and hang it up. Nice.
Exactly. So they have one of those, so you can write anything like cute messages on there.
Nice.
And then they're doing the rock paper scissors tournament as every hour on the hour, and then they're doing live streams in between, and I don't know if there's anything else. They have an ice cream social.
Ooh, ice cream. I'm gonna get fat.
The ice cream social is free for everyone on Friday at 10 p.m. outside of Hall 2.
My chaotic evil mind just thought of the meanest thing to write as a prayer on one of those boards. I hope your Oshi stays in Niji Sanji forever and never graduates.
Oh my god. You're wild over there.
See, it works!
Yes, that is evil.
The worst wish ever. Worst wish ever so far. Also, Wrath, you brought up the stamp derby, the stamp rally. I still have my Offkai stamp quest. I call it stamp quest because it's funner that way. I love doing the stamp quest. It's one of my favorite activities, just going over and finding all of the hidden stamp locations. And I keep this on my desk as a memento. I keep a lot of things on my desk as a memento. Wow, I have way too many. I need to clean my desk. Holy moly. My desk is an absolute mess. As you can see.
There's Offkai stamp locations?
Yeah. So, the stamp derby. Ta-da! Here are the stamp derby rules. All you have to do is grab one of the cards that I'm holding. They're free at various locations. They're even free at each stamp location. And there's a stamp there. And you just put a stamp. Ta-da! They got Offkai stamps. Yeah, the stamps are pretty good. My own, like, the community stage one looks scuffed, but that's because the person that did the stamp, like, it got bumped while it was stamped, so it's like a double image. Yeah. But I think it's funny. All the stamps are pretty good, though. Once you collect all the stamps, you get a little reward. My reward, I'm actually going to use at my real fake panel, is this Offkai passport for signatures. Anyone that comes to my real fake panel, they are going to write whatever they want in one of these pages using my fountain pen.
Aww. I love it.
Yeah, I have many fun things planned for Offkai. My biggest challenge at Offkai is my biggest challenge with any convention. Do not spend 100% of my time roaming the convention looking for cosplays. Because my favorite part of conventions is the cosplays. And if I see a cosplay, I'm gonna want a photo with you. Stamping perfectly is harder than it looks, correct. Which is why I'm so proud how most of these stamps turned out, because I just went boink! Straight down!
I love that everyone is I think there's also... Who did I see this from? I think that some of the exhibitors are also doing like stamp rallies.
I hardly know her.
Are also doing stamp rallies together, because I thought Irium was in one that was with like it was like them, it was, I don't know if it was them and Airs and 2 or 3 other people. Anyway, so I feel like everyone's getting in on the stamp game because everyone has realized that people like stamps.
I'm a people now. I've been promoted. Dang.
You are.
Ugh, no! My excuse is that if somebody's all like, I'm bad with people, I just look at them and say, well, fortunately for you, I barely even qualify as a people. I'm like not even a people. You're good, dude. People love a scavenger hunt? Stop it! I'm not a people! Why do people think I'm a people?
People do love a scavenger hunt, though.
That's good stuff.
Is Offkai a ribbon con?
Yes, there are so many ribbons. I wanted to do ribbons this year, but the person I contacted with ribbons never got back to me. So I'm all like, well, that's fine. Instead of ribbons, I'm making memories.
Love it.
That was cheesy, but Hey, it's a cheese collab. Of course it's cheesy.
Exactly.
Ness is good people. No! I'm chaotic
Perfect.
neutral, not good. I'm doing a short road trip today for scavenger hunt reasons. Now I'm curious. Have you ever gone on a road trip just cuz? Hey, thanks for the follow.
I don't think so. Wait, Ray, are you going on a scavenger hunt? Are you doing Micey scavenger hunt? Is that why you're going on a road trip? Because I think I've always had a road trip where I'm going to like an event or something, but not just like around. Have you gone on one just for fun?
Only one. And
Okay.
that was when my friend, one night, we were both unemployed and both free. And he's all like, hey, you want to go that way? And he just points in a direction. And I'm like, bet. We follow this old country road all the way out to this remote town that had this like little pizza bar in it. And we got a pizza and a beer and just sat down in this remote pizza bar. I'm all like, now this is an adventure. Way back when I was a much more insecure and reserved person than I currently am. This was around the time when the first Hobbit movie was being released, and at the beginning of the Hobbit movie, spoilers for like a 10-year-old movie, by the way, the beginning, after, I think his name is Frodo, the main Hobbit in the Hobbit movie, Gandalf comes over and says, I'm looking for someone to go on an adventure. But the Hobbit, Frodo, he's all like, no, I don't want to, sorry, bye. But then he gets convinced, and then later, he bursts out of the house carrying his bags, and he's shouting, I'm going on an adventure! And the reason this is relevant is because the way my best friend explained doing new things in life to me was like, you're going on an adventure. We made a wrong turn in the city, we're going on an adventure. And ever since then, that has been my adaptive mindset for whatever's happening in life. It's helped me overcome my autistic aversion to things going out of the plan, to the point where not sticking to the plan is kind of the plan itself now. We're going on an adventure, and it's gonna be goofy. It's gonna be wild. It's not gonna go to plan, but that's what we planned for.
So you and your friend are Gandalf and Bilbo. is what you're
Basically,
saying.
yes. But fortunately for me, unlike Gandalf, spoilers for Lord of the Rings, my friend's not dead.
That's good. That's good.
That's good, she says in a very strained voice. By the way,
Important.
it's worth noting, I drank this much wine and I'm lightweight. And by this much, I mean this much. So, wait, how strong is this? 12.5%. Yeah, I'm definitely there. This is me tipsy. I'm loud. If you like this, you can experience it all night long by coming to my karaoke night in my Discord tonight. Just saying. Self-plug. Shameful self-plug. Thank you.
No, shameless self-plug.
No,
Important.
there's shame, because there is much shameful behavior to be had.
Oh my god.
12.5 is a good strong wine. I'll show you a good strong wine. Time to complain about work. Let me roll the nat 20. I roll a 7. I don't feel like complaining about work. Next.
I was gonna say. Work is work.
That's
But we're here
whatever.
for VTubers.
Actually, funny. My best friend, when we were out to lunch a few days. Wow, time flies. Last month. That's how fast time flies. Last month, we were out to lunch together, catching up with each other, and he says, "So, Ness, how's work?" And I just bluntly say, "Next question, please." And he's like, "Oh, okay." We just immediately moved on. I'm all like, "Yep, we're good." He got
Amazing.
the message loud and clear, and I feel like
Yep.
that's fair. I can understand why why people would accept how's work as a good conversation starter, but there are other conversation starters, and I'm like, that's not fitting my vibe right now. Pick a different one. And
Yep.
lo and behold, it worked! That's the kind of vibe that I like to try to bring. Which brings me to my real fake panel again. Last year, even though I was dying, I was still managing to have a good time and making new friends with people, which I'm very surprised at. One thing that I found peculiar, of all the people that came to my real fake panel, only one of them was not a VTuber themselves. And that person was a staff member at Offkai who just wanted to have some fun. Because he heard my sales pitch and my enthusiasm, and he saw the pop-up pirate on the table. He was like, you know what, this seems like a good time, let's go. And I'm like, yeah! I'm Offkai endorsed now, unofficially. My favorite conversation starter is come here often. Yo! Mine is deliberate. I, unironically, and as the kids would say, dead ass, use the wrong automated reply to certain automated sentences. For example, when someone says happy birthday or have a nice meal, enjoy your food, I say thanks, you too. Whenever someone messages me about something, I sometimes reply, Raz, I've done this to you. I said, thanks, you too. That's my favorite stock reply because it's like, oh, what?
It's perfect.
It's perfectly
I think I've sent
imperfect.
you my favorite Selfie Bee comic that's about that. Except the person is feeling super awkward where it's like the waiter, serves this person their food and they're like, have a nice meal, and then the person responds, you too, and then sits there in awkward silence. But I appreciate that you're like, no, I'm choosing to say this. I'm choosing
there is a reason.
A different response.
There's a reason why I consider myself the king of awkwardness, and it's not just because of the pun with my name, but that's part of it. I feel like when I feel like everyone here, to some degree at least, understands how debilitating social awkwardness can be. Mm-hmm. So I feel like by just straight up embracing it and not just rolling with it, but like grabbing the flag and running with it, I can make it more comfortable, because for people that are usually too shy to speak up, because they're like, oh no, what if I say the wrong thing or they look at me funny? Also, what the hell is this guy deliberately saying the wrong things? He's a total clown. But wait, if he's a total clown, then I'm like, at this point now, by not being a clown, that's the wrong play. Now I have to be a clown or something like that. I don't know how it works. All I know is that in many ways similar to Out of Touch Thursdays, I don't know what it means, but it gets the people going.
Yes. I mean, it's perfect. I think when you're awkward, but you're clearly not having a terrible time, it breaks the ice. You know what I mean?
Yes!
Like then the other person is
breaks
like, oh,
the ice.
I can be
Perfect.
awkward.
Yes.
I can be awkward and nothing bad will happen to me. Like Ness is having a good time, even when he's, he said the purposefully wrong thing and he wasn't like the earth, the sky didn't fall on him. He's fine. I can also say the wrong thing and nothing will happen to me.
It's all good. I feel like my first time at the board game night was last Monday. Wait, that was this week. So earlier this week, yeah. And I will admit, I was not my usual loud, boisterous self. I was more reserved, just gauging everything. But now, next time, I think I can just be like, yeah, I might dress like this. I'm easy to identify and recognize this way. I will wear this in public. It's really easy to wear in public. I wore this to the airport coming home from Offkai 2024. And I could hear the people saying like, yo, it's Ness. Some kids are like, yo, nice. I'm all like, yeah, that's me. It was, in my mind, don't get me wrong, I was 10% embarrassed, but 90% in my element. And that 90% completely trumps the 10%. Yeah. What I can also say, I was surprised, Funny story. Here we go. SakuraCon earlier this year, around Easter time, because SakuraCon happens on Easter weekend. It was my first time doing convention busking with my flute and trumpet. I've got my flute out in the morning, and my friend, my taught me Japanese and is also a pilot, that friend, he was there with me, and I was actually nervous to set up busking. And sometimes this is all you need. Because my friend knows me, as you all do, and he looks at me, and I'm all like, man, I'm kind of nervous to busk, and he's all like, he looks at me and says, Ness, I've never seen you like this before. And I look at him, and I just say, bet. I set up the portable speaker, and I just start playing. And it turns out, it's fine. Once you take the plunge, it turns out swimming is very doable. So I feel like the hardest part is taking that initial plunge, but once you can dive head first, it's all good. And now that I have that experience, I can. This is gonna sound extra cheesy, but that's what the cheese is for. The power of believing in oneself allows you to do great, terrible things. I'll drink to that.
Hell yeah.
All right, that's enough drink. I'm drinking coffee now.
Good.
Not good. You're not supposed to drink coffee with alcohol.
No, you're not. But like, it's not the. I mean, it's not great
it's
for your heart.
It's the morning. You're supposed to drink coffee in the morning. Wait, Raz. I technically haven't finished my coffee yet. You're not supposed to talk to me before I've had my coffee. We've been doing it wrong this whole time. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. I have to say, so when I was younger, I was really shy. I think a lot of us are fairly introverted naturally and awkward and shy. That's why we're on the internet as VTubers. And I had one really terrible job that helped me be less shy. But also, I did cosplay.
Nice.
And cosplay, legitimately, as like a teenager, helped me learn how to talk to people, because when you were cosplaying, especially like back when I was doing it, the like not scripted, but you were like improving with people and like falling back on a character who wasn't you helped a lot.
Can't relate. I am me.
But that helped a lot. And then my awful job was in college. I worked as a canvasser, which meant I had to go up to people and try and get them to give me money.
Canvasser?
Yeah.
I hardly know her.
They're the people that come up to you and they're like, hey, we're working to save our rivers. Do you have a minute? And then they say a little spiel.
Those that approach you with a business proposition or otherwise.
Yeah.
Fair.
So I had to do that, and it was terrible, but it did help me learn to talk to people, and also taught me that I could definitely...
Raid. Nice!
Oh, a raid!
Double
welcome
raid!
Welcome in, Lapis! Welcome!
It's time for introductions again!
Yes!
Would you like to introduce me to your friend here?
Yes, of course. Welcome in, Lapis. I hope you're doing well. Today, we are doing a cheese collab with Ness, who is a very lovely, fun friend who plays the trumpet and the flute, and he loves karaoke. And what are you playing these days? Girls Frontline?
Girls Frontline 2 just released a double event, so after Offkai, I'm going to be marathoning Girls Frontline 2 content, and it's going to be wild because I have to go through 2 lengthy events before they end. And I'm going to be out for a week because of Offkai. I'm going to be spending the week preparing for Offkai, then doing 1 stream next week, flying to Offkai. And yeah, Offkai is the VTuber convention located in San Jose, California. I'm gonna be there in person. Raz is gonna be there in Irium. And if you see literally Ness playing a musical instrument, please approach him. He's awkward and loud, but he will teach you how to play that instrument if you'd like.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, but welcome in, Lapis. What were you playing? Control? I don't know what that is.
Control is one of those... I want to call it a surreal action game. Do you know what the SCP Foundation is?
I do know what the SCP Foundation is.
Think of if the SCP Foundation was a AAA game, and it's like this mystery game where you find yourself in the Bureau of Control. And it's a non-Euclidean space. And you, without spoiling too much of the game, you're tasked to finding the director. But when you go to the director's office, he's dead with a gun next to him. You pick up the gun, you are the director. That's the beginning of the game. Good luck.
Oh, okay. That's
and I didn't finish the game, but the game's a trip. It is a very mystery trip that is like, if you think, do not trust reality, because reality is not real!
I love it. Well, I hope you had a lovely time, Lapis. Thank you for coming by. If you have to rage and run, by all means.
I can't believe Ness didn't introduce Raz to the Raiders. Listen, I can't be 100% sure that the Raiders who raided Raz know who Raz is, because I have raided people who don't know me at all, and I've just been watching and lurking them without comment. My first time chat is my raid message. I love doing that. By the way, Lamp Devil and Lapis, I'm not gonna say that may happen to you, but don't count it out as an impossibility. Just say it. Just say it. It's one of my favorite things to do, is just surprising them out of nowhere. The reason why I love doing that is because that's what happened to me on the New Year's stream at the very end of 2023. You see May Neko in chat. This is his fault. He told a VTuber to raid me that I've never heard of this VTuber. And she raided in, and that clip is one of my best clips. Just my reaction to being raided out of nowhere. And it's all like, wait, who are you? Well, welcome to the stream.
Love it.
So, since then, I'm all like, wait, I could do that. So whenever I meet a new streamer or VTuber, I deliberately do not follow, or I don't interact with them. I just silently watch their content. And then I pick a good time to raid them. So then I bombard them with all like, yeah, I like the content you do. You've been playing this game. It's great. And they're just like, wait, what? Who are you? Where did you come from? Huh?
Yeah.
Well, fucking do it again. This guy.
Also, enjoy your lurk, Lapis. Thanks for coming in. No, that's perfect. I mean, to be fair, the backbone of streams are lurkers. Like, most of the people that watch us will never meet, and they'll never say hi, generally. They're just chilling.
I understand that, because I'm the exact same way, but I feel like if you can get them to be chill in the community, that's a win. That is an absolute win. I have been told by several people that apparently, according to them, anecdotally, my Discord is one of the most active Discords they've ever seen. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's neat. I like that. But I do like the interaction, but I myself am a hardcore lurker, which is why I feel if someone calls you second monitor content, that is a huge compliment. One of my buddies, he has an entire classification called radio tuber. You're on second monitor, but you're minimized, but audio is on. Radio tuber. Yep. I think that is really good. I think that's what these cheese collabs also qualify as. Yeah. One of my previous cheese collab partners, Shiny and Chrome 89, he said, like, after I was like, what do you think of the cheese collab? He said, it's very podcasty, I like it. And I'm like, well, dang, I never considered myself as a podcaster because I hardly know her. Tough crowd, eesh. Radio Raz is pretty great channel. Raz, you are sometimes first monitor content.
Wow. That's crazy.
Like right now. This is sometimes.
I was gonna say, I always think of myself as second monitor or minimized content. I always think of myself as Radio Raz.
It's good. You have the voice for it. You have the vibes for it. I will say, I'm just gonna say as an observation, the vast majority of the time you're doing your Monster Hunter lo-fi and chill streams, the default audio for the lo-fi always starts too loud and you turn it down. I don't know what audio settings you're using, but
it's a mess is the answer.
Audio issues for streamers are absolutely saddening, and it's
so sad, but also I've been having this issue with my OBS, which is definitely a me problem, but I haven't figured it out, where I will set my settings and they seem to work just fine. And then I'll boot up stream, have changed nothing, be playing the same game, and it'll blast people's eardrums out. And it is crazy.
That is my previous Cheese collab and Offkai friend, Resta. I was joking with her about the VTuber curse. Change nothing and things break overnight.
Yeah.
That's how it worked. I thought I was immune to that, but no. My audio issues that I'm finally starting to get on top of are now finally coming to rest, because my audio issues were non-existent up until a few weeks ago, where something changed behind the scenes. I don't know what changed, but I've had to go deep into all of my audio settings and configure things until I have something that is tolerable. One of the reasons is because, sounds like a Windows update? Yes. I thought I disabled that stuff, but I guess after a while it just forces itself through anyways.
Yep.
In any case, I forgot where I was in the story. Basically what I'm trying to say, Raz once told me that the audio is the backbone of the stream. I mean, I know you said lurkers are the backbones of streamers, but for the stream itself, the audio is the backbone. You can have poor visuals so long as the audio is fine. If your audio is the balance is miserable and it's all crunchy and terrible, people aren't going to want to come, which is a tragedy, especially as someone who occasionally does music streams where I'm playing an instrument or drunkenly singing very loud. The bad audio just... The whole point of the stream, those streams especially, is the audio. So without that good quality, it's you can counteract this by getting really poor quality earbuds, so they aren't capable of transmitting the badness of the audio, and it just sounds bad by default. But because the bad cancels itself out, it sounds tolerable as bad. It's like a poorly cooked fast food. It's fast food.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
No, that's true. Like you said, your visuals can be bad, but your audio can't be that bad for someone to stay.
Raz, you said that's like I said. You do realize that whole time I was talking about what you said, right?
I do. Yes.
We have gone cyclical in nature.
Yes.
Now, I brought up fast food. Now I have to ask the question. Raz, do you partake in DoorDash or other fast food door delivery services?
I sure do.
Why? Genuinely, why?
Mainly because I live too far from anything to, like, if I drive myself there and back, it's like 40 minutes versus someone who just delivers it to my house.
I thought my 20 minutes was bad. Dang.
Yeah, it's a long way. So, yeah, I do it. It's less fast food. I don't generally do DoorDash for fast food. But I do it for like local restaurants sometimes.
Local, as it's 20 minutes away.
Yes.
40 minutes is your work situation. Yo, I drive. Okay, one way to work is 40 minutes, and coming back from work is 40 to 50 minutes. It's wild, America. Mm-hmm. It's a living.
Wish we had trains that worked and went everywhere.
I will say there is a train that does work that goes up to Seattle, and they've expanded the rail network, and I'm like, sweet, I can more easily go to SakuraCon and the airport now. Wonderful. 40 minutes during winter? Dang. That's...
Yeah, like, that's the worst.
In European countries, driving 40 minutes will get you from one end of the country to the other.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like in another country by that point. But yeah, so I tend to get like I'll order like a pizza on DoorDash or so there's a place near us that does a burrata pizza.
A what? Google! Well, not Google. DuckDuckGo! What is a burrata pizza?
Burrata is a type of cheese. It's like a soft cheese.
And we're not doing that cheese for our collab? Ooh, that looks extravagant. Yo! Holy bajoli, now that's a pizza. I want to try that. That looks like it came straight from Italy.
It's real good. So they do burrata and like a spicy pepperoni, and it has, I want to say it has like red onions or something on it as well. So that one's pretty good. And then there's a poke place near me. I really like poke bowls.
Okay.
So I do get those. Yeah.
Pokemon.
Not the Mon.
Not the Mon. Understandable. I like to think that I dodged not just a bullet, but an ICBM by quitting Pokemon when I did. Allegedly, Pokemon started going downhill after Black White 2, and start of Gen 6 was when it started to go downhill before it started really going downhill. I got off immediately after Gen 6. I 100% completed the national dex of Pokemon X for the 3DS, and I'm all like, yep, I caught them all. I have completed the national dex, including all of the event-exclusive legendaries. I had connections, and I'm done. I am done with Pokemon. And that was maybe one of the best decisions I've made, because what Pokemon has become now is... please, no. I will waste my money elsewhere.
I only ever played Gold.
I have not!
Oh, you should.
Gold and Silver, I've heard, are good, and I missed out on those.
Yeah. You should go back and play them, because they're pretty fun.
Fun? You can't have that. I might play them in Japanese, see how I do.
Yeah, actually that's a good idea.
Oh, right, by the way, to those who don't know me, I also play games in Japanese. One of the reasons why I started streaming was to force myself to get back into studying Japanese by playing games set into the Japanese language. And I continue that to this day. My last game that I played in Japanese was Mario & Luigi Brothership, a game that I can wholeheartedly and confidently not recommend. But for Japanese learning purposes, the game's alright. It's just overstays its welcome at every opportunity.
Yeah, that's a shame.
But for Japanese learning purposes, it's great.
Have you played Crossing in Japanese?
Animal Crossing in Japanese would be a great game to play in Japanese, but that's more of a daily slow burn thing. I have unfortunately burned myself out of Animal Crossing. However, Animal Crossing is a wonderful game to learn in Japanese because of all of the vocab words involved with all the plants, all the fish, all the bugs especially.
Also, just the animals just have very like mundane, everyday conversations with you, so you learn a lot of just like stuff you can actually just use, which is great.
Good stuff. I will say...
Do you have a game that you would recommend that you played in Japanese recently? That you
let me
liked
just
both
go
the
to
game and...
Let me just go to my own page and scroll down, because I have a list of games that I've completed in Japanese.
Yeah.
So, the first game that I would recommend for Japanese learners is a game that I have not played on stream, but it's the first major game that I have completed in Japanese, and that is Paper Mario and the Origami Salami. That's not the actual title. I'm pretty sure it's Origami King. There we go. But that one... was my first game that I completed fully in Japanese. And the reason I recommend it is because it is a long, lighthearted-ish, fun adventure that will teach you a lot of helpful and useful words that are repeated a lot. So,
nice.
It repeats them a lot. And they're useful words. Like Kenkyu, research. I didn't know that before, but now I do. It's a really useful word. Other games, as a blanket statement, any first-party modern-day Nintendo title is a good Japanese game to learn, or use to learn, because they are intended for all ages, they're accessible, the plots are not super complicated, and, most importantly, in my opinion, all of the kanji have hiragana above them. So if you're stuck on a kanji, you can quickly look it up, or if you just don't know the reading, there it is. It can be argued that older Japanese games, for example, games on the Super Nintendo, that stick to kana only, are good, but I'd say that's the opposite. It's a lot harder to comprehend the text if it's all kana, because there are no kanji. It's a lot harder to parse what words are what. So while you can read it aloud a lot easier, it's a lot harder to comprehend. And it is for that reason that Earthbound and Mother 3, 2 games that I have completed on stream in Japanese, actually kind of had a difficult time with them.
Yeah.
But I've played them before, which is how I managed to get through them. So, for Japanese learning purposes, I'd say older games may not be the best choice unless you really want to play that. I will say, Mother 3 is a freaking masterpiece. And I don't mean that just because I like the Mother series. I mean that as a standalone game, Mother 3 is an absolutely incredible experience that I feel like everybody should experience. But it's never coming to the West. But there's a impeccably good fan translation that I can personally vouch, having played both the fan translation and the original Japanese version of the game. The fan translation does, I would argue, a better job than any localization team could have. It is basically perfect.
I love that.
Other games would be, I want to say, the Link's Awakening remake is good because it's not very text heavy, but it has enough text to be able to follow. I recommend against the Zelda game that has Zelda as the main character for the Switch. I forgot what. Echoes of Wisdom, that one. I played that on stream. We finished it. I don't recommend it as a Japanese learning game because a lot of half the nouns they're learning are just made up in-universe words, like monster names and stuff. That's not very useful unless you're practicing katakana, in which it's still not very useful because you're going to be practicing katakana in your daily studies anyways.
Right.
The game's also not that fun to play. So it's a decent game. The next game that was recommended that I play that I'm looking forward to is the Super Mario RPG remake, Legend of the Seven Stars. I watched Sato Usagi, one of the Japanese VTubers that I follow. She played through it. I didn't really spoil myself too much, but it looks like a game that I could handle for the same reasons I could handle Paper Mario and the Origami Salami. Because it's less text heavy, but still decent amounts of text. The game is not too long, which I think is a plus.
Yeah.
And Kurigana, again, it's by Nintendo first party, and it's a remake, so you know it's really accessible. And it's 2026. You should know about timed hits. Raz, you don't know about timed hits, do you?
No.
Oh no, she doesn't know about timed hits! Beware the forest mushrooms and other references that are surface level, because I actually have not played much of the game originally. So it's gonna be a new experience, and I'm looking forward to it. We have met the funding goal for it, and by funding goal, I mean just regular sub-Twitch payouts. I use all of the money I get from Twitch to fund the stream. That's how it works.
I love that. It's a good way to not go into the red with VTubing.
Now, you said that... I recall you used to speak pretty decent Japanese. I recall you used to work in Japan?
I did, yeah. My Japanese has degraded a lot over the years from like lack of practice. I know. So da yo ne.
Wow, Nihongo jouzu desu yo ne.
Yeah, muddy. But I don't. Being Jawzood is the funniest thing, though. Yeah. It's like if you actually get when you get Jawzood all the time, the one time that someone doesn't Jawzood you and gives you the like Doku ni sundeimashita ka.
Yo, that's a huge upgrade.
It's a huge upgrade. It's like a whoa.
Like whoa. It's like I'm no longer being tolerated and I might being accepted.
Right. So, yeah, I minored in Japanese in college. And then there was a special like program in my college that you could do an internship abroad in a foreign language. So I did that in Kyoto. So I worked for about 3 months in Kyoto. But the weird thing was, the place I was working in Kyoto was kind of like a museum, and I was technically a trilingual intern for them. So I spoke with my coworkers in Japanese, but I was actually doing research for them in French. at the
French! Quick, say French things.
Je peux parler français, mais pas très bien maintenant. Ça a été pris plus que probablement 10 ans que j'étais dans une classe de français.
I knew today was gonna be a great day, but I didn't realize it would happen so soon. That just made my day. Life is good. I'll drink to the. I'm out of drink. I'm out of coffee.
Oh no, the coffee is gone.
That's all.
But now we can talk. Now I can talk to you, right? Because
You've been talking to me.
Yeah, but now it's official.
All right, don't talk to me before I've had my coffee. So where the Malort? The Malort is empty. We finished it on stream yesterday.
He had the whole thing.
I actually had like this much of it because that's how much was left in the bottle. Do not drink an entire bottle of Malort. This stuff is 35%.
Yeah, no, that seems scary. Is Malort better? Is Malort one of those drinks that, you know how like when some people do not like the taste of an alcohol, they'll chill it like really cold and it becomes more palatable? Is that true for Malort, or is Malort the same the whole way through?
Malort? How do I explain this? Malort is bad, and any attempts to change it just make it worse.
Okay.
So
Malort is Malort.
Malort is Malort. If you mix Malort with anything, it's gonna be even worse. You take the Malort. Malort is like me, stupidly bitter with an old crony aftertaste. And if you try to change it, you're gonna have a bad time. So hire this man as a sales representative.
Get him in there. That reminds me, there is... Hold on, I need to go look up the name of this because I don't remember. There's an Okinawan liquor.
Liquor? I hardly know her.
It's called Awamori.
Awamori, that sounds familiar.
And like, it kind of tastes like an old sock, I guess. It has that same kind of like musty taste to it.
Raz, how do you know what old socks taste like?
Oh, I don't, but it's like, you know, the smell of an old sock.
Why are you smelling old socks?
Well, we've both been in a gym class. You know.
Okay, we're both VTubers, so we're both in the same camp. Like, the time to feet was already 13 minutes. We're already well past this.
We are.
So
I feel like Awamori is like Malort in that if you try and like mix it with something, it just gets worse. It just is what it is. You can't chill it down to make it more. You just have to accept it as like, well, it just tastes this way.
I'm reminded,
you like it or you don't.
I'm reminded of the cheese collab with Giddy, where we had wine and blue cheese, but I had a box of blue cheese crumble.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, made the joke of adult Fruity Pebbles. Mix the wine in with the blue cheese crumble.
Oh no.
I did. There's a clip of it. It started out good, but then it started to like meld and mesh and get all soggy and mushy. And I'm like, okay, even I have my limits. This is less than palatable. It started out decent. But now it's like, especially the texture. The texture was the worst part. And I feel like with these cheese collabs, the texture is the hardest thing to get used to. Because what's the word? The dichotomy. There we go. The dichotomy of slimy cheese that is also stupidly dry. Slimy dry. How does that work? It doesn't work. Hence the fighting for my life when I take a bite, like so. I just realized I've been staring at the cheese again. Let me actually eat.
Yeah, it's hard out here, you know?
It's good stuff. Oh, man.
I probably do have to wrap up sometime soon to go do some chores. But did you have anything you wanted to yap about before we went?
More board games.
More board games?
More board games.
Did you have a favorite? What did you play at the board game night at the shop?
We played Citadels. It is a Citadels. It is a card game. Oh, how do I explain this? At the start of each round... Wait, let me try to give some genres.
Mm-hmm.
It is a hidden role, somewhat asymmetrical, card-playing, simple game.
Okay.
At the start of each round, all of the roll cards, which are numbered 1 through 9, or however many players there are, get passed along clockwise, and you select one to be your roll and pass it to the next person. Then, one person who has the crown token, they are the king until otherwise stated. And they call out, all right, card number 1. And whoever has the roll card with the number 1, for example, if the number 1 card was the assassin, they play their turn, which consists of either drawing a building card from the main deck or grabbing 2 coins that they can use to build buildings. And every role has an ability. For example, the assassin can call out a different role, not a player, a role. And whoever they call out has to skip their turn. So everybody has this different role. You get to choose your role from a selection that gets turned. And the winner is the person who has the most value of buildings at the end of the game.
Okay.
It's a very fun game for what it is. I had a great first impression. I also won by a landslide, 28 to like everyone else could barely score 20, and I scored 28, and I'm like, oh.
That's funny. They got completely smashed, I guess.
It's a good game. Well, we had 6 players in total, which is probably why it's so good. Those kinds of hidden role games are great with lots of players. With you and me, when I drag you into a tabletop sim collab, which I am planning on doing, be on the lookout for that. If you say no, I'm gonna cry. So if you want to make me cry, just say no tabletop. I hate tabletop. And I'll be like,
no,
oh, okay.
I won't say that. We'll do a fun thing.
Why not? You can make me cry. It'll be funny.
No, that'll make me feel sad. Have you ever played Werewolves of Miller's Hollow, I think it's called?
I've never even heard of that.
Have you? So you know the game like Mafia, right?
The video game or the board game?
The like board game / social game. So it's similar where there's hidden roles and there's like teams. So Werewolves is like it's a play off of that. So it's the idea of, it's almost like Among Us, I guess, in the sense of
Among Us.
Exactly. There's like some people, there's the townsfolk and then there's the werewolves. And every night the werewolves kill someone. And so the villagers are trying to figure out who the werewolves are.
Social deduction.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's a card game where similarly everyone has a separate role. So you're not just, some people are just villagers, but there's like a witch, a little girl, the Pied Piper, the werewolves, the lovers,
This sounds like a great game for lots of people.
It is. It's so fun. And the more people you have, like the more fun it is, because there's certain roles that you can't introduce into the game if there's too few people. Like for instance, the Piper, he is like a chaotic neutral party, and his whole thing is he's trying to charm everybody, so he has an alternative win condition. So you can't have him in the game if there's too few people playing, but if you had like 10 people playing, you could have the Piper.
You have no idea how much restraint I'm using to not just shout, Piper, I hardly know her.
You did great.
Thanks.
But like also, there's like the Cupid can make 2 people the lovers, and when they do that, the lovers also have their own win condition. So like let's say one of the lovers is a werewolf and one is a villager, they have to both survive, because if one of them dies, the other dies. So there's like
first
things
Piper,
like that.
now lover. You're not making this easy for me.
But it's a good game, so I highly recommend it. If you ever find yourself in a large group of people, Werewolves of Miller's Hollow is a great like social deduction hidden role game.
Fair enough. Fair enough. What I've been trying to find are good 2-player get Talon. You're raiding into the end of stream. No, I'm the one getting raided.
Let's go!
Talon, y'all know what a cheese collab is, but for those who don't know, cheese, we eat cheese, we yap. I've been drinking too much. This is Raz, my friend. Raz is a comfy, cozy VTuber. Let's give her a shout out. Shout out Razaldia. Everybody go.
Woo-hoo!
I have to wait another 3 minutes before giving Raz a shout out? No. Valdia. There we go. Talon said you smell like cheese? Yes, I do! I smell like cheese and other things. But Raz is very nice. She is comfy, cozy cottage tuber. She plays Honster Munner. She plays every farming game ever. She streams on Irium. She does cheese with me sometimes, and we were discussing in the future that we will be doing tabletop sim, and I was mentioning how I'm trying to find really good games for 2 players that we could do on stream. Because there's some games that are like, oh, 2 to 8 players, best with 6, and it's like, okay.
Yeah.
But I've like dedicated 2-player game. Oh, wait, Raz. On a scale of 1 to Magnus Carlsen, how good are you at chess?
Like 3, maybe?
Bet.
That'd be generous.
Okay. I can't believe you covered her in the chat. Yes, all of my cheese collabs, whoever I'm collabing with gets covered in chat. So if you want to chat a lot and cover my collab participant, feel free. That's how it works. Today we were eating aged cheddar cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very...
Sharp.
Yes. Very... gym locker after PE.
Yeah. That was what we came to.
Yes. It wasn't necessarily bad, but it was not...
No.
If I wanted sweet and easily edible, I'd just go in and get the Gouda. Nice.
Yeah. I think the aged cheddar needs a friend. I don't think it's a good by itself cheese.
Oh, don't say that. I'm gonna have to, like, start eating the cheese with other cheeses. I have $100 worth of cheese here, and I'm not afraid to mix it.
No, you have to save it, Ness.
For save it for what? Collab. I've already eaten, like, half of it. There's 1 cheese I'm saving for a future cheese collab.
Okay. Well, fair.
Everything else is fair game. Anywho, now the question is, how do I convince the people coming in from the raid that I'm not an alcoholic? I'm never beating those allegations.
Not fine. After the Malort, I don't think so.
Yeah, not after the Malort. Like, this guy drinks Malort as one of his favorite drinks. It's all like, all right, there's no coming back from that one.
Yup.
But we were just about wrapping up. Raz has things she needs to do. I am doing karaoke night in the Discord later, actually. If y'all want to join my Discord, feel free. The link in chat works. The link underneath my stream is intentionally broken to keep the bots out. So
love it.
Go ahead and join.
That's actually really smart.
I am... Oh, also, to any streamers still listening, including you, Raz, in your chat filter, enter the partial phrase stream boo. That is what all the scammers are trying to get people to go into. If you put that in, as well as the phrases... Oh, what's the new phrase? I already put best viewers, best followers, cheap views, cheap followers. Phrases like those, if you put those in your chat filters, then they just get, like, automatically... Nope. It doesn't work.
Do you use Seribot, Ness?
Nope. I try to
use Seribot.
I try to keep my automated enforcement to a bare minimum.
I'm just saying Seribot is just built to kill other bots.
Like me?
And no, you're not a bot, you're a human.
Was it not Seribot that banned me when I joined you again?
I don't think so.
Oh, right, no, that was another streamer that you're affiliated with. And I go to type in their stream, I was subbed, I've been in their stream a lot, and it automatically banned me because of the false flag.
Oh my god, yeah, so that was me. That was my fault.
It's a funny story.
It is a funny story. It was deeply unfortunate. If you guys don't know, I tried to shoot a bot and the chat moved up by 1 and I shot Ness instead, but then I had shared ban info on, and it turns out that even if you unban someone, it still tells everybody else that Ness was banned in my chat, and then he was getting shot elsewhere.
So thanks for giving me a second chance in your community by unbanning me. It really means a lot. I've cleaned up my act since then. I'm a better bot now. I stick to only ethically sourced scam sites.
Wait, before we go, did I tell you that I have an Amex scammer?
A what?
That's been Yeah, so American Express, this scammer, he's a real dude, by the way. He's not a robot, which is almost funnier. He called me, yeah, his name's Jeffrey. He called me and he left a message on my phone and he said, "Hello, Raz, this is Jeffrey, no last name, from American Express headquarters. Please call me back." Which, if you know American Express, headquarters is never contacting you. Even if you had an actual problem, they would never contact you. So he's called me 3 times. The second time he called me, there was like a car going by in the background. He got awkward, so he panic hung up. And then the third time he couldn't figure out how to leave a voicemail again. And so yeah, we've been talking about Jeffrey. Jeffrey, he's still trying to scam me with my Amex, but
freaking yo. All that's coming to mind is the Earthbound protagonist named Jeff, the third party member in Earthbound. Is all like, oh, not him, no. Get him on stream, get him in Cheese collab.
Imagine.
Yo.
Jeffrey, so what do you do at American Express headquarters, sir?
I scam people, ethically sourced.
I scam people.
We're better than those other scammers.
Exactly.
And on that terrible disappointment, you said we're wrapping up. Very nice.
Wrapping up. Did you have anything that you wanted to shout out before we head out?
Yes, I need to do this every stream. That was on Ocarina. Perfect. Wait, I have a flute too. God damn it! Yes, I do play too many musical instruments. For those who don't know me and want to know all the instruments I have, let me try to name all of them. Flute, trumpet, cornet, flugelhorn, ocarina, double ocarina, triple ocarina, bass ocarina, contrabass ocarina, triple bass ocarina. What else I got? I got a soprano ocarina. I have a recorder, a tenor recorder, a soprano, well, the first recorder was the soprano recorder, a sopranino recorder, an alto recorder, and a bass recorder. Wow. Yeah, I like making noise.
But we love it.
Awesome.
And then you're going to teach people to do that at Offkai.
Yes, so I will be bringing... If you, I love Legend of Zelda Triple Bass Ocarina of Time. Funnily you should say that. I have the Ocarina of Double Time. It is a double Ocarina of Time. But I can't play it because I've been drinking alcohol. However, I can play this one because even though I've been drinking alcohol, the alcohol doesn't meld with the plastic like it does with the ceramic. So I can play this one just fine. Like, learning every Zelda song is a rite of passage on the Ocarina. And they are surprisingly relatively easily doable. Like, when I can do them so drunk I can barely stand, that's a testament to how they want me to play it. Behold, the Ocarina of Time, Plastic Edition. Raz, what Ocarina of Time song would you like me to play?
Your choice, because I don't know any of them.
Oh, okay. The Song of Time. Oh, God! Now I'm embarrassed. I transition every song into Megalovania. But yeah, somebody redeemed Ocarina. I have an Ocarina redeemed. Tuning in, the first thing you hear is Sans. Actually, it's Saria's song. I have so many ocarinas. Teaching people how to play ocarina is very simple. I should probably, instead of flute and trumpet, I should probably do ocarinas, but it's fine.
That can be next year at Offkai.
No! Yeah, I'll bring extra ocarinas. Ocarinas are relatively cheap. You can get a good plastic one for $25 to $30. So, if you ever wanted to learn an ocarina, just know, nice fish, thanks, you too. If you ever wanted to learn ocarina, it's very doable. It's actually easier than the recorder you learned how to play in elementary school, assuming they still do that. I don't think they teach kids how to play the recorder in elementary school anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if they do that anymore.
But it's whatever. Cheers. And on that terrible disappointment, it is time to wrap up the cheese by packing it in and putting it all away. Man. Thank you for cheese, Ravs. This was fun. Thank you for putting up with my tipsy shenanigans.
Thank you for having me.
For the tipsy shenanigans, yes.
It was perfect.
Stay tuned for more cheese collabs in the future. I do have more goofy plans with more VTubers. And I'm hoping that I can bring even more people onto this stream for these kinds of silly things.
Yay! When's your next cheese collab?
Good question.
Someday.
It's probably going to be in August sometime. And I'm trying to get one with Mushi, a new VTuber friend that I have made very recently. But finding times that work for both of us is very, very difficult. I arrive when it ends. Listen. You can follow the stream to get notified. You can watch the VOD when it goes up right after stream. You can do whatever you like. You can live your best life. You should live your best life now.
Yeah.
And also, I'm gonna be active in the Discord today. I don't know what I'm doing today. Karaoke night is tonight in my Discord. If you want to hang out and or sing and get drunk with all of us, it's going to be fun. And well, that's it. Raz, do you want to say anything?
Nope. Let's see.
Well, you said no, so okay, she doesn't want to say anything. Understandable. I am aware of the effect I have on women.
I hope you have lots of fun at Offkai.
Oh, I will. That's the plan. I have no one to raid. Do you have anyone to raid? Can we double raid someone?
Let me see.
I have one person to raid, but I don't know how long they're gonna be going.
We could raid Hell. She's playing TFT, I think, right now.
What kind of username is that? Is that a shorthand name?
Kind of. Here, I'll put her stream in my chat.
XHellX.
Yeah, X __ hell _ X.
That's a gamer tag at that rate. All right, let me judge her really quick. 5K followers. Holy shit. Rules.
She's the best.
Okay, English, respectful, no trauma dumping, only VIP can S, do not promo. Uh-oh, we're gonna be violating Rule 7. No self-promo. By raiding, that is self-promo.
That's fine. She allows raids. She's also Scottish, and she's
Scottish?
a very nice boy. Yeah.
Wait, what's she even playing? It doesn't say. There's no stream category. What is she doing?
I think it's TFT.
She doesn't. She doesn't use stream category. That's like extra of incognito. Hell is great. Okay, it looks like community has endorsed. Let me begin the raid. Raid X __ hell _ X. Raid has been created. Very cool. Fam. You are so picky, boy? Yes, in a saturated market, I can afford to be picky.
We're gonna go say hi to Hell. Everyone be nice.
No, I'm gonna be mean.
No.
Chaotic evil, let's go!
But thank you, friends. Thanks for hanging out with us.
All right.
We did cheese collabs.
Thanks for this. Look forward to more collabs in the future. Look forward to exactly one stream from me next week. It'll be me flight simming myself to Offkai. And that's it.
Perfect.
Also follow Raz. Right. She'll be streaming. And she'll be at Offkai.
I will be. I'll be on a robot on Sunday. You can come find me.
I'm gonna find you. And I mean that in the most creepy stalker way possible.
Love it.
All right. I'll catch you all next time. Cheers.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.